Let's start with Everton. They moved out the relegation zone last night thanks to a 1-1 draw at home to Palace. After the match, Sean Dyche told talkSPORT he understands why his fans were frustrated at full time.
You know, sometimes the hardest fight you got to win, you know, is the one that everyone thinks you're going to, or the one that you think you should. That's one of them games tonight. You know, mentality is different. The fans' mentality is different. Why aren't we beating these? They're a good outfit. They've got a new manager sitting in the stand. That edge, that spark comes from that. We all know it. So we had to deal with that and play our own football. First half we lost away. Second half we regathered it and delivered a strong second half, I felt.
Firstly, you need to go to the doctor.
Jeez.
No voice should be like that. I know he's just been screaming and shouting for 90 minutes, but check it out.
That's bad, that.
Do you reckon there was ever a time where Sean Dyche spoke without that? And then one day, like the day before, he was like, all right, yeah, I'll see you at the pub. And the next day, Sean, you coming? Yeah, I'm going to come to them. What's happened to your voice? Do you reckon that was ever a thing?
I mean, I played against him back in the day, and I can't
Did he have that?
I can't remember him speaking. But that there is like, wow.
He needs to get that sorted
It's
out,
different,
isn't it?
that.
Yeah, he needs some throat lozenges. What do you make of the game last night? It was awful, wasn't it?
I'm not going to lie to you, like at first, and I think I even put in the group, it was a hard watch. Not too much quality going on. And I thought it'd be 1-0 to Everton. I predicted Everton would win 1-0. Obviously, it finished 1-1.
I think I predicted 1-1.
Yeah, you said 4-0.
No, I said 1-1 at the end of the show, and then you went, come on, with something. I went with 4-0 then.
So,
but I did go 1-1.
But I mean, 2 good goals. I mean, Palace's goal was, wow.
Yeah.
What a strike that is. But yeah, it lacked a lot of quality yesterday, but again, Danny Murphy being the oracle that he is, talking about, I think this is what Palace should do. And I wonder if he had inside information.
Of course he did.
He must have done. Because he was
not stupid, is he?
I think they're going to play with 2 strikers, and I'd be pragmatic. Exactly what they did, Palace. Yeah. Exactly what they did.
They're still flirting with relegation, Everton. I know they've had 10 points taken off them, but they're level on points with Luton. Luton are 18th on 20, and Everton are 17th on the same amount of points. They've just got a better goal difference. Do you think that football fans, A, want to see Everton relegated because they keep flirting with it, and B, do you think any fan of a side that's in the Championship, desperate to get out of it, don't want Everton to go down? Because the gulf, we've seen it before with West Ham, with Aston Villa, with Newcastle, we've seen it with Leicester, Southampton and Leeds. Teams that have played in the Premier League and then dropped down, their squads are far superior.
Yeah.
Because they're going to hold on to a lot of their key players. Someone like Calvert-Lewin, if they go down, he's not going to get that kind of money at another club at the moment.
Not even so much the money, but if I was Calvert-Lewin and Everton do go down, he's better off going down there, trying to get himself fit first and foremost, and just scoring a bag load of goals to get that confidence back. Because at the minute, he just looks like he's really struggling. He's feeling it. He's overthinking everything. Anytime he gets an opportunity, he's off by maybe half a second. So I don't think a lot of these players at Everton have got right now, I don't think other teams are going to be screaming for them. We take him, we'll take him. There'll be a few like Branthwaite, good player, Onana, another good player, Pickford. Like these players, I think other clubs will go, do you know what?
Decore, maybe.
Decore, 100% Decore.
Yeah.
I think these players, other clubs will go, yeah, we'll take him, we'll have him. But I think the core of their squad will stay there next season. And I always get sick and tired of a club that kind of, and I know this season's a bit of an anomaly because they have been hit with a 10-point deduction, so it's a bit harsh. But last season, I mean, they're currently 17th now. Last season, 17th. Year before, 16th. I can remember sitting here, I don't know if it was you or what show it was, when Ancelotti finished 10th. I remember moaning about that going.
Well, Everton fans moaning, so we should be higher than 10th.
10th. For a club like Everton, 10th is good enough. Now all of a sudden, if you offered them 10th now, they'd snap your hand off.
Everton fans would say, hold on a minute, we had 10 points taken off us, so do you put them back on? We are 11th.
Yeah.
Or
and
12th,
again, it's an anomaly and it's unfortunate because I guess you have to worry about what comes next. Will there be more point deductions? But I just think Everton are better than they suggest. I know again, you can talk about the 10-point deduction because it's huge, but even their performances, they've got to find something from somewhere.
Do you want Everton to stay up? Do you want them to go down? Do you have a view on it?
I've not really got a problem either way, but I get sick and tired of clubs that just kind of bubble and every day of every season.
Why is that? Because they're not offering anything in the Premier League?
No, they're not offering anything. Like, be a bit ambitious. And again, I know this season is an anomaly because of the 10-point deduction, but last season, the season before, it's like, come on, show me something.
What about teams in the Championship? Will they be looking at Everton thinking, please don't come down? Because that takes one. I mean, they would be odds-on favourites to go straight back up, right?
With the players they'll keep, 100%. But also, if you're a club that's in the Championship, you're thinking, oh, I've never been to Goodison Park, and that is a fantastic stadium. So you think, oh, I'd like to play against Everton because they've been in the top flight for so long.
Yeah. Is there ever an argument for a club like Everton that a season, and we saw it in Newcastle when they went down, a season in the Championship being, the big fish in the little pond?
That's Southampton this season. Leeds.
Yeah.
More Southampton, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel Everton are bigger, obviously, than Southampton.
Yeah, they are bigger than.
Can it ever work going down? You know, fans will find out. Go, I think it would do us good. Go down for a season, start winning, go up as champions.
I don't think it ever does you good because that's
reset.
a risk.
That's what they say. Reset.
Yeah, right. But you can't guarantee that you come straight back up. I'm sure when Leeds went down back in the day, they thought it wasn't going to be 20 years since they come back. Do you know what I mean? So, but I think if Everton could hold on to 70% of their squad, if they went down, they're coming straight back.
Okay, Everton keep flirting with relegation. Do you want them down? Would you rather the Premier League have Everton in it? Are they stronger, or is the Premier League stronger with Everton in it? And also, if you're a football fan of a side in the Championship, are you desperate for Everton not to come down? Because, of course, then that looks realistically like there's one less place to go up. Everton chat is where it's at, 03717223344. Also, if there's any Everton fans out there that actually think a season in the Championship to go up as top dogs.
It's a risk.
Do you know what? We have this argument quite often. I think if you support a club like Crystal Palace, a prime example, right? Nothing will ever happen to that club.
Sorry, Thomas Partey's trading. Sorry. Carry on.
You excited about that? Maybe when he comes back, he'll be right back again. Crystal Palace, right? Let's go to the phone lines. We're talking all things Everton, 03717223344. I cut my eyes. Is that Joel?
Yeah, Joel.
Joel.
Like Billy Joel.
Yeah, it's not how you spell it, but Joel joins us now. Hello, Joel.
Hi, you all right?
How do you spell your name?
Joel, like Billy Joel.
Yeah.
That one was right.
Yeah, in front of me, I've got Jole. I'm like, that's a weird spelling. Okay.
Spelled different, yeah.
You're an Everton fan, right?
Yeah.
Go on then. What do you want to say?
Nah, so just basically, like, where I've grown up, I'm in a family, my family are all Reds, so I'm like an only blue at my granddad, and I've always spoke about it. I can't see, unless you've got teams that are better than us at the bottom of the league, I can't see Everton going down. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, don't say that.
No, even with a 10-point deduction.
I mean, you're level with Luton at the moment.
I know we're level with Luton, but you've got to look at the likes of Luton. They'll fall when it comes to the bottom of the season. They'll fall. You've seen Everton do it twice now.
I'll ask you the question I asked earlier on. Would you rather? I mean, this is Everton, right? This is Everton Football Club at the moment. Just every single season flirting with relegation, which, as a football fan, you can't enjoy. Would you rather have a great season in the Championship?
No,
you wouldn't. You'd rather every single season. You're thinking, oh, we might go down.
But we'll like, as I say, you can't say you're never, because there's never a never. But there's always, as my dad always says, he's a big Red, there's always 3 teams that are worse than Everton below them.
Yeah.
There's always 3 teams that are worse than Everton.
I see that. Thanks, Joe. But the problem is that I think they've got their hearing coming up, haven't they, on their points deduction in the next couple of weeks. Is it this week? It could be today. It's any time this week. That will be interesting as well. I fully expect them to have a few points given back to them.
Well, if they do and they stay up, I think even if they was to survive and it's like heart-wrenching all season that you don't know if you're going to go down and stay up, I still think they'd prefer that, being in the Premier League than winning the Championship.
Paul is also a toffee. Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm great, guys. You?
We're good. Very well, thank you. What would you like to say?
Couple of things. So, first one, I suppose around the club itself and the mismanagement of spending over the last however long under the current ownership.
Yeah.
Shocking. Terrible. No doubt in that. But, Darren, you were saying about how, Everton being this club that's just kind of doing nothing, floating about. Well, I think more recently, one of the big reasons is most of the money that would have gone in to improve the squad's going into the new stadium. And that's a huge amount of money, and that's a potential huge stepping stone for Everton.
Yeah.
We'll increase our match day revenue, the whole experience around the club, the footfall. It's a multi-purpose stadium. That could elevate us with our income to being able to invest in the squad, and hopefully better than we've done previously, which requires the stewardship of the club being improved. I think that's actually happening with the club. I think we're getting better people in, and I'm hoping that the current owner, Mashiri, is going to take a step back and maybe not delve in too much. So that coming makes me think that avoiding relegation, which we should do, and I'll come to that in a second, is imperative, because where we're going to be and where we should be with the revenue coming in can make such a difference if invested better. As for going down, never. Why? I mean, many clubs have done that, and no, not saying we never will.
Oh, I see.
But your question about would it, going down and having that season, the Championship reset? No, thank you. Too many clubs have maybe thought that, and then they've disappeared for years.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Over
If
the time,
hypothetically, I know I can't guarantee this, but for the sake of this discussion I'm going to, if it meant you went down, had a season like Leicester, and then came straight up, would you take it?
No.
Why?
Because the risk is too great.
No. There's no risk in this.
Oh, what? No. Do you know what? Yeah, it would be good because I imagine Leicester fans are loving it at the moment. You know, they're winning loads. The feel-good factor's there.
That's right.
Everything is good. But no, we've got a proud record of being up there for more years than anyone else. Let's
I think
keep that going.
I think Arsenal's up there. We are.
Yeah, I think Arsenal have got. I never remember which way round it is. One of us has got the most consecutive, and one of us has got the most numbers in total. I think we've got the most consecutive without being relegated now, which is like pushing on 60, 70 years. And I think Arsenal have had one more year in top flight than us overall. So there's like one separating it. But no, I don't want to lose that. I want Everton to be. You know, we're stalwarts. Let's stay there for forever.
Okay, Paul, thank you for that.
You see the Leicester one, right? Leicester's almost an anomaly because surely that football club, even though they got relegated last year, they're still, that feel-good factor's still there. FA Cup a couple of years ago, Premier League a couple of years before that. Surely the feel-good factor's still... It's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. Did they win the Community Shield?
Beat City.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Still to come on the show, we'll be taking a look at whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer actually did a good job at Man United after reports today suggested he could be in line to take over from Thomas Tuchel at Bayern Munich. Nuts. First, it's time for No Googling. I say nuts, I've got his record in front of me. It's not that nuts, actually, is it?
It's all right.
His time at United wasn't bad. We want to know, can you name the three players Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made the most number of appearances alongside? Can you name the three players Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made the most number of appearances alongside? All that and more. And in 15 minutes, we're going to be joined by Matchroom chairman Eddie Hearn ahead of the second press conference between fierce rivals Josh Taylor and Jack Cattrall. That's today in Manchester. All that and more coming up live and drive on talkSPORT after this.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.